Rich Nation, Rich Nation, Rich Nation. What's happening, y'all? Hey, man. First of all, I hope everybody, each and every last one of y'all, is having a blessed day today. Second of all, I invite y'all today, man. I invite y'all, every last one of y'all, I invite y'all to this therapy session, bro. Cause we gotta get behind the real reason. We gotta get behind the real reason. Are y'all really that frustrated, hurt, and stressed? Sneakerheads are making such a big deal. We're gonna talk about these shoes too, by the way. So you won't think it. So you want the people who be like, you gotta be a shoe in the video, it can't just be Mike Rich talking. We're gonna get into that shoe. But are y'all really that hurt behind this whole black red band situation? Because half of the people are like, man, why y'all make them 10,000? Like now I'm hearing 20,000 pairs. I think it's more than that, but it is what it is. First, I'm gonna tell y'all what everybody's saying, and I'm gonna tell you what my opinion, what I think about. So what everybody is saying, okay, since they making them this limited, why are they making them this limited? For one thing, well, you know why. Supply and demand. They're trying to build a little hype back. We get that situation. And they also said the specifications of this shoe, the materials, how they had to redo the mold and all that. They had to do all this stuff, a higher quality material and stuff. That's why it's $250. That's why. But first, before people knew they were gonna be this limited, before people knew this shoe was gonna be this limited, they were complaining about the price. I ain't paying no $250. Half of the same people that's crying now about them being limited, when that $250 price point first dropped, y'all said y'all wasn't getting them anyway. Said you weren't getting them anyway. Then when you found out they was limited, now you complaining because they so limited. Now I'm hearing everybody left, right, up, and down call the marketing, this band marketing that Nike is putting everywhere, everybody calling it corny. Now, for some reason, when 2016 bread band whatever came out, if you want to call this, it's really just marketing. But Jordan Brand has been marketing since the 90s, and we loved all the marketing in the 90s. But now since we got this social media marketing and everything they putting these band blocks on, we saying it's corny. Well, I'm not saying it's corny, I'm saying it's marketing. But a lot of people all of a sudden, this is corny, this is lame. Why they jump lame? This hey, why they doing all this marketing just for, they not even bringing them out in the general release? Bro, it's marketing. They're doing it. It's actually a smart business play. They know how to market to the people so they can make sure the shoes sell out and builds hype. So the next release can probably be a hype in the next release. Because you got to think, in my opinion, if black red bread band or whatever dropped again at the same price as all the other Jordan ones right now, it was like $190, and they made them a general release. Well, not even the last one, 2016, wasn't a general release. It wasn't like how they dropped Jordan 11s and Jordan 3s and stuff like that. It was still a little bit less than what that would be. It was like the Jordan 1s OG colorways was a certain amount. It wasn't crazy general, but it wasn't limited at all. But if they drop them like that, bro, I'm almost willing to bet. I ain't gonna say they would be sitting, but I'm almost willing to bet that you wouldn't have to put in crazy leg work to get them. GS sizes, the last time they dropped in 2016, GS sizes were still sitting. I ain't really seen no men's sizes sitting, so I ain't finna sit there and lie about that. But GS sizes were still sitting. T-Ward had about 6 pair. I had like 3 pair myself. And I'm not saying it was easy to get. We had to put in leg work, but how this shoe is coming out this year is gonna be almost like you're gonna have to be lucky to hit on a pair or pay crazy resale price. But I'm almost willing to bet if they would make these a general release, price point still $250, still with 85 cut. And I ain't gonna say they're not gonna sell out, but because there was so many people when they saw the $250 price point, they were like, man, they can keep them. I still got my 2016s looking good. You know what I'm saying? Especially with how Jordan 1's been doing lately. People ain't been giving a damn about Jordan 1's, which brings me to my next point. Now, first of all, I'm gonna say how I feel about it before I get into my next point about this shoe right here. First of all, I'm gonna say how I feel about it. Honestly, I'm not gonna put in that much leg work for these. It's one of those things where, as long as this, like I said, this pair hadn't touched my feet yet. Hadn't touched my feet yet, shawty. Has not, about to touch the ground, has not touched my feet. Brand new. And for the people, like I said in the last video, for the people who say I ain't wearing my shoes, I had 2 of them. The other one I wore a bunch of times. and I sold it. This one right here just ain't been worn yet because I just ain't pulled it out yet. It don't have the 85 cut, you know what I'm saying? But it has that colorway, and it's a Jordan 1. Up until recently, until all of a sudden, which is crazy because when we was getting 85 cuts and stuff at first, people was like, I ain't really crazy about 85 cut like that. It's alright, especially it's overpriced. People was saying that a lot. People was actually liking this cut better. Now, because we're getting a super limited shoe that supposedly the specifications as the OG, they ain't got nothing to do with it. It's limited. This is the reason it's getting the hype. It's limited. It's rarity. It's supply and demand. We know that's the reason. That's why all of a sudden we started hearing people say they like this new one that's coming out this year, the 2025, the one we talking about, better than this one. You weren't hearing that before. At first it was like, man, the leather looked cheap and stiff. And there's still people saying that. So this is just for the people who say it otherwise. The leather looked cheap and stiff, $250 price point. A lot of those people who were saying that when they found out they was limited and they barely gonna have a chance to get them, oh man, they corny, man. They ain't made a lot of them. All this stupid marketing corny, and they ain't all this marketing. They ain't even dropping that many. That's all you hearing now. I'm watching the social media, but you got that soft plushness on these, which is never gonna go understated. And soft plushes ain't never gonna go understated. So long as I got these, bro. And I'm not saying this, you know how a lot of people will bring up the shoe that they got to make them feel better about the one they can't get. There's none of that here. I definitely am not lying to you when I say I want this 2025 pair, but I'm not gonna put in a lot of labor because it seems like they're making it a little hard to get. And if I have to pay a ridiculous amount of resale, like I said, somebody look out for me, that's one thing. But if I have to pay crazy resale, I got this pair. If I want to rock a black and red Air Jordan 1 high, I got these right here. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? That's my backup. Which leads me, okay, to my next point. So, I guess they thought that the marketing on this would be enough. But I think the full size run, all the way down to kid sizes that this shoe come in, and also the plethoras they probably got when they were still making plethoras upon plethoras of shoes, like they always do, the oversaturation. I know it's getting dark in here. I ain't gonna be that long. I don't feel like turning the lights on right now. It's getting a little weird though, ain't it? It's getting a little weird. Anyway, I'm gonna be quick. So anyway, this shoe right here, bro. Y'all tell me. I'm just guessing. I'm speculating because you gotta realize how fire the presentation is on these, and how fire. But it's no rollout. It's no hype. They're not promoting these and marketing these nowhere near like they doing these black reds. Even but the black and red is supposed to have the I'm gonna turn the light on. Turn the light on, shawty. All right, we back, man. It was getting a little sexy in here. We weren't going for that. That ain't what we were going for, shawty. So anyway, like I was saying, this shoe right here, bro. No rollout. No rollout. It seemed like when they were supposed to drop last year, it was about to start being a little marketing, a little rollout, a little, hey, y'all get excited about these, but it didn't really, when they pushed the shoe back, because I guess my thing and what everybody else was thinking was they was like, this shoe, because it was going for under retail on the resale sites, they was like, this shoe ain't gonna do what we thought it was gonna do, bringing this OG vibe back with the black tongue. People real enthusiasts been asking for the black tongue because it's more like the one he actually wore when he was playing the game, for the most part. And they was asking for this, but you can't tell me that the fact that this is not an 85 cut, because it's definitely more of a better cut than what we've been getting. It looked more like the lost and found cut. But I think a lot of people gonna go to this right here. I think a lot of people gonna go to that. The fact that we ain't got the wing logo and we got this bootleg Air Jordan, which actually has a story behind it as well. Just as much as the band story, this has a story behind it as well. But in the box and the presentation and everything tells that story. When the Air Jordan 1 was first designed, man, some of the beginnings, some of the origins of the Air Jordan 1, just as important as the quote-unquote band, because the band is kind of like it's a farce. And I don't even use that word. It's a farce, man. Because the Jordan 1 wasn't even a shoe that was banned. It was the airship, black red airship joints, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they never go into that part of the story. You know what I'm saying? But just like this shoe right here, man, come on, bro. As you can see, even looking at these side by side, you can see how much more OG-ish this cut look versus this cut. Bigger swoosh and everything. You know what I'm saying? But we're not getting that much. We're not getting that much on these right here. Now, y'all tell me, And I'm just a spectator just like y'all. I don't know. If one thing, I can't really predict the hype no more anyway. But I'm almost willing to guarantee you, if this wouldn't even have to be an 85 cut. I think black and red colorway might get a little bit more hype. But let's just say that this got everything that the black and red's got. People be going crazy for these two. If these was just as limited, if it was only, even with this Air Jordan on the side and not the wing logo, if it was 85 cut and it dropped just like this right here, this colorway, and it still had the same story and the same packaging as it has now, but it was limited to 10,000 or 20,000 pairs, and they was doing this big rollout and marketing push on this shoe right here, because this shoe supposed to come out like a week after the black and reds, right? This shoe would be just as sought after. Look, 2 lace gang, just like Lost and Found, just like these breads that's gonna come out. It would have been just as sought after and reselling and going crazy for as the black reds. I could be wrong, but it definitely wouldn't be sitting on resale sites for like retail or a little bit above retail. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, man, it's just, this is how hype moves, bro. That's why I'm saying I'm not gonna put that much leg work in for the shoe, because I'm not buying into what's going on. I get why they doing what they doing, and I'm not even getting mad at Jordan Brand or faulting them or nothing for what they doing. They're doing marketing, business strategy type stuff what big brands do. That's what they doing. I'm not upset and saying, well, the real fans, because you get a lot of people that get entitled. Sneakerheads get entitled a lot just because they spend a lot of money with Jordan Brand. They want to say, well, it should be available for everybody to get. I mean, we always wanted that, but that's what we got for the last how many years, and that's the way that everything is sitting and going on sale and going to the outlets. Yeah, that's cool for us. We like that, but Nike and Jordan Brand don't like that. They trying to build that hype back up, so I can't even really get mad at them. It's a business strategy, shawty. You feel me? So I said all that to say, I mean, the marketing on this is fire. So I'm glad I went ahead and got these for pretty much retail off GOAT like months ago. You know what I'm saying? My box was a little jacked up. That's the only part I ain't like. Cause my box was split right here. I ain't like that. But other than that, man, this is a super dope pair. I'm glad I got this for retail because it's crazy. The craziest part about it is the Chicago Jordan 1 by far is my favorite Jordan 1 colorway, followed by the black reds, followed by the black toe. So this and the black reds, I mean, they kind of almost neck and neck, and I already got this pair. So it's just like really like I want the 2025 pair just for OG vibes because it got that cut and there's that little higher cut and it just look more OG. But if I'm finna have to jump through hoops like this to get them, like I said, as long as I understand the strategy, but I just ain't. I'm gonna try to put in a little leg room. I'm gonna ask a couple of people, see if somebody can help me out, but I'm not gonna pay. Number one, I'm not gonna pay a crazy resale price. I pay like at the most $300. And I know I ain't gonna get them for that, because at the low end, they probably gonna be going for like, if they're limited as they saying they are, at the low end, they're gonna be like $550. Because they $250. The retail is $250. So $350. I say $350. $350 most likely. And that's only $100 over retail, which I probably ain't gonna get them for that. So with them making, I ain't even think about that. With them making the retail $250 and them being limited, this shoe gonna go for like $600, $700, $800, man. It is what it is. So like I said, if I don't get it for retail, I'm good. You feel me? I'm good. I'm confident in that. You know what I'm saying? I need for y'all to be confident in that too. Y'all, this is a therapy session. I need for y'all to be good with it. Y'all, it need to be okay. Because if it wasn't for this thing that y'all calling corny and this hype train that they trying to build, if it wasn't for all that, if it wasn't for them making them super limited, a lot of y'all, if y'all were being honest, was gonna sleep because of the $250 price point for a pair of Jordan 1s, and Jordan 1s ain't even it no more, as y'all say. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Comment below and tell me what y'all think of this situation. Hit the notification bell so you can become a part of Rich Nation. Stand all the way up to the moon on them and keep watching my video, because that's what I'm here for. Gone.
Mike, Rich, no hype, just kicks. Jordan, 6, 8, and 9 fit. Hottest trends, clank, clank, cleanse, bless. Yes, I'm rich, M's, I-K-E, you know me. OG, only, real, no phony. ATL, homie, shot my boy T, YFHB, icy mint freeze on my free throw line 3. Mike, rich, no hype, just kicks. Mike, rich, no hype, just kicks. Mike, rich, no hype, just kicks.